Morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Love 500 and welcome back to a one-off video. Now this is a little bit of a workaround. If you have seen the thumbnail or the description, the reason you're here is because you have installed a Facelift TFT speedometer in a pre-facelift car, and you've discovered that you can't set your time or your date. I found a workaround. Stay with me and I'll show you how you do it. So just to briefly explain, so a lot of people want to put the new style TFT like this into your pre-facelift car. Now there are two ways of doing this. If you get one from a 2015 car, which is when they first introduced them, you might get one in a later 2014, but generally it's a 2015 cars. Now that is a pre-facelift one and are designed to go in a pre-facelift car. Now on the pre-facelift cars, you set your time and date using the buttons on the Speedo. On the facelift cars, the time and date is set by the stereo, and therefore it doesn't have the settings on the Speedo to be able to set the time and date. So your time and date is always wrong, although it's right twice a day, the time anyway. And that has put people off. There are potentially other things that might cause issues that might not work properly, but that was the main one that people can't do. When you install one of those and you do a proxy alignment, it will generally set everything up to your car. So, for instance, tyre pressure monitoring system on the newer cars, it will show up on the Speedo. Once you've done a proxy alignment, that will disappear because your car hasn't got TPMS. So that's not a big issue, but you will require doing a proxy alignment. Now, I've found a workaround using MultiECUScan to be able to set the time and date if you was to put a Facelift TFT Speedo into your pre-facelift car. So 2006 onwards, the one with a touchscreen stereo, into an old style one with a letterbox CD player. Let me show you how you do it. So I've already booted up MultiECUScan. If you haven't got MultiECUScan, it's always worth having. It costs €50 plus a cheap set of cables from eBay. I'll stick a link to MultiECUScan website. You can buy it elsewhere, but it's cheaper and much better to buy it direct. It's a direct download. You pay the €50. They give you the license number, and you can use it straight away. Let me show you how we do it. Okay, so we are booted up into MultiECUScan. This is version 5.2, which is, I think, the latest version. It does say there is a new version, so I need to update it. So I'm connected. So it's a Fiat 500. 1.28 valve. We select the body computer down there. Where are we? Sorry, get in the right place. Where are we? Body, yes. There you go. Got the body computer selected, which then gives you this sub menu. And what you need to select is the CAN monitor / vehicle settings. So if you click on that and then click F10 or click on connect, it will remind you to add the yellow adapter, and your ignition needs to be on. Not the engine running, but the ignition on. So you press Y to connect, and then when it connects, so this is now connecting to the body computer, and we have lots and lots of things here. If you click onto the adjustment tab, and then you will see set date and time. Now at the moment this is set to 22:16 on the 4th of January 2013. The reason for that is because my mileage is flashing, and that's what it thinks the time is, and that corresponds. My clock says 10:16, which is flashing, and the date will obviously be 4th of the 1st. So if you click on that and then click on execute, it then brings up that to set the time. So 22, so I don't know what the time is. Let me look at my phone, see what the time I can see on my laptop. It's actually 10:17. It's actually only a minute past, but it's AM. So what we do, if we go onto here and we do change this to 10:17 And today is what is the date today? The date is the 4th of November. Strangely enough, the date is the same, the 4th, but we want to make it 11. And then we want to make it 2024. Press OK, and then it gives you the warning, set the time to 10:17 on the 4th of 11th of 2024. And then we click on yes, in progress, completed. So on this car, it's probably not going to do it. In fact, I've just scrolled through the menu and it hasn't done it. But I have done this on a TFT screen and it did work. So although I can't show you on this video that it did actually work, that's how you do it. Now you don't need to do proxy alignment or anything like that. All you need to do is that and you're done. So that should be it.
Action. There's one other thing that you need to consider if you're thinking about putting a facelift Speedo into your pre-facelift car. So if you've got a pre-facelift car, as long as it's not a pop, you've got Blue and Me. Some pops will have it as an added extra. So basically, if you've got steering wheel buttons on your steering wheel, you've got a USB socket down there, you can plug your phone into it, and you can connect your phone by Bluetooth and so on and so forth. So you have the Blue and Me system, which as we all know goes wrong. If you've got Blue and Me in your car, if you buy a speedometer that is not meant for a pre-facelift car, that Blue and Me function won't be there on your Speedo. When you've got an LCD Speedo that's meant for a pre-facelift car, it will show, when you turn the ignition on, it will show the Blue and Me logo like this. Now, it's not just it showing a logo. The functionality that goes with that Speedo, i.e. it shows you who you're calling, it shows you who's calling you, it will show you what's on the radio, depending on how you got your settings set. That won't work. That's not the end of the world, because of course your Blue and Me is still controlled with your voice. I'm not sure whether it would still work with the buttons or not. I think it probably would, because you're still talking to your Blue and Me, not the Speedo. But you can also use up and down buttons on the steering wheel and select things on the Speedo as well. You won't be able to do that because the new Speedos obviously are for cars that don't have Blue and Me. That's the only issue that you might come across, apart from this date and time.
So but let's say this isn't the ideal video because I'm not showing you it on a TFT screen, because I don't have a car with a TFT screen in it, so I can't show you it, but I can assure you it does work. As I say, I don't believe you have to do a proxy alignment afterwards. Don't think so. I think it just sets it for you. But if it doesn't work, then it doesn't hurt to do a proxy alignment anyway. So that's it. That is the quick and simple way. Now, there is one caveat to this. If your power is disconnected from your battery, it will reset again. It won't work. So you'd have to go through and do it again. So, I mean, obviously, unless you've got a duff battery, which you have to keep disconnecting and charging, or you're doing anything electrical and you've got to disconnect the battery, then of course it's going to reset. But generally, people won't be disconnecting their batteries. So it will stay like that until you do. When you get your car serviced, they may disconnect the battery and then you'd have to redo it again. But to stop it from happening, it's a good little workaround, although it has its limitations. So I hope that's been useful. Give it a try. If it works for you, let me know. If it doesn't work for you, also let me know. And next time I do a video where I've got one of those, I will display, I will record it again and show you. But for now, this is the only way I can show you how to do it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. As always, if you're not a subscriber, hit that button, subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. And until the next one, as always, thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.